So our next new feature, this is the patient responsibility estimate. So now you can integrate along, this is another one of those services with the eMedix clearinghouse. You can use the patient responsibility estimate so you can determine an estimate of the patient's financial responsibility for a procedure or multiple procedures. And this is based on the primary or their prior payment history information that you've already collected. So if you've been using like those ERAs, 835 payments, you've been applying payments to them, you typically receive by that patient with their insurance, it's going to do a calculation based on those entries to be able to put together an estimate to know how much that's going to be. So that's where it's going to be very helpful and more powerful because of that history that you've already entered in. But even if you haven't, it's still going to show you the allowed amount as the next priority on there if some of those payments haven't already been entered in. So the way you access this area is going to be, we're going to go back into Medisoft. And if you go into the patient's case, you're now going to see a new button there that says Patient Responsibility Estimate. So you would just click on that to pull up that user interface for the patient responsibility estimate. And we took a couple screenshots of there as well. And this is how this interface is going to look. So you're just going to plug in, it's going to default all the patient information at the very top, insurance information, in-network, out-of-network service, but just plug in your procedure codes, any modifiers, the charge, a lot of that just defaults based on what you already have in Medisoft. And then once you're ready to submit it for an estimate, you just click on that button down there, Submit for Estimate, and it's going to launch a separate window that connects to the clearinghouse. So the only way you can activate this is if you have that service turned on with eMedix. And then it's going to show you this screen here. You see on the left, it's an actual eligibility inquiry field. This is going to show you an estimate that's being pulled based on that eligibility information from the payer, as well as a combination of any payments that have been entered in for that patient. And that's going to show you at the very bottom, what are those procedures that you wanted to generate? And you still have an option to modify this if you need to. If you say, no, actually that number isn't completely updated or accurate, you can update the number if you need to on the allowed section. And then once you click on generate, it's going to create this responsibility estimate PDF file that you can then give to the patient so that they can be able to review it, hopefully prepare for it, and know what's coming up. So this is one of those kind of transparent, so hopefully there's least amount of surprises. That's what we all want, right? Whenever we get any kind of medical bill, or we just want to be prepared for what's coming. And you can customize some of these comments that you see here on this PDF. So if you need to change the wording of it, that's one of those things. You can go into the program options in Medisoft and update some of that wording that you see there. But hopefully this actually helps with even collections as well, so that they have this in hand, you've prepared them for what's coming up, and you can run this service, and it keeps a record of it too inside of Medisoft, so you can review it later on, or if they need another copy of it, you'll be able to generate that from here and print it out. So very powerful feature, one of those where hopefully it's going to enhance some of the services that you're using, and this new service too. We feel like it's something that's going to be very beneficial for your office.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and also do us a favor and click that like button. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.